أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آله محمد وجل. Today is 16th of May 2026 and it's Saturday and we're going to talk about the Friday price action. Uh, I really messed up last night and let's just get into it. I will talk about the GBPSD first. So I took this trade on GBPSD. This was not taken. This was the trade which I kind of missed, and this was the trade I took. First, this was my first trade. I took a short on higher time frame bias. On higher time frame, we were totally bearish, extending to the downside, and as you can see, so there was this weekly wick, I think, or weekly gap. Wick is also considered a gap by City. Has talked about it that a week is also a kind of a gap. Okay, so we went higher on higher time 15 minute. You can see we took this smooth high to upside, and then we respected the upper quarter and we were down. Okay, and there was this daily gap, the fair value gap, I think, and in the New York session before the 9:30 we went higher, took this high, okay, plus respected this upper quarter to the downside. There was a break in market structure to the downside 5 minute, and plus there was this 5 minute first pre fair value gap. A very good ideal model it was. I did the right thing, and but we talk about what I did wrong. And so you can see one of a very beautiful structure it was. Touched the C, respected it, went lower, first pre fair value gap. I didn't enter on here with respected the lower quarter. It can also be an entry if I entered here. That wouldn't be a bad entry, but I wanted a bit more kind of a confirmation of a proportional block. So that's why I didn't enter there. And uh, last night again the weather was not good here, and because of that um, we were out of electricity, and my battery wasn't that my laptop was also out of battery. I took this trade, but I just become impatient, and this was the logical trade, but I took the two trades on gold which were not good. And first of all, the first thing is, why did I take trade on other asset? I'm just feeling that to take trade on two assets is not a right thing, at least for me. Um, it's, it's so confusing, and you should be focusing on one asset. If I were focusing on one asset like GPUSD, maybe I would have taken this trade and that gone better. The reason behind looking at two market was that if one market is not looking good, I can look at the other market if the other market is moving better. That's a great reason. It's a logical reason, and I'm not against that. But I I have to choose one market before the 9:30 and have to stick with that one market at least. Have to focus on one market. I was focusing on GPUSD, but after this loss, so let me complete this price action. So I entered here, went very high, went very smoothly. First took these, then this sell side liquidity. I was expecting it to go at least to this low quarter, which it did, and I set it to 3 RR. And what was the reason behind looking for this? We respected the upper quarter very precisely, and on higher time frame we were bearish, and I was looking for it to be down. And there was this monthly upper quarter as well. Okay, so at least I was looking for 3 RR. So for 2 RR, I don't know if we had these 2 RR. No, we did not have at that time. So when we did take this sell side, why didn't I set the stop loss to break even? That's one question. Because so basically my rule is that when the clear sell side has been taken, place the stop loss to break even, or at least the second logical area. So why didn't I place the stop loss to break even? First, I was there was very high. This trade was very high probable, and price could go with this first presented fair value gap 5 minute, or even touch this 15 minute gap, and then could go lower. Okay, so this was the reason. And on one account, I remember I took this trade on two accounts, on DNA and GFT for 25k. On GFT, I think I placed the stop loss a bit lower because yeah, and on TNA I placed it as it is. So because the second logical area was the upper body of this first presented fair value gap 1 minute, and I just placed it on the high of that candle which made the first presented fair value. It was the most logical area at that time frame. So the safest area for this move was this, but it was not with my RR, so I won't consider it as a mistake. But as you can see, took it and then it reversed, went higher, then took this, touched the upper quarter, and that was a bit more confirmation for me that we can go lower. So I didn't. I took this trade, the second trade. First, mm, I start looking at gold, which was the worst idea I could do at that time, and I'm not going to do that again. I'm just going to make a decision. I will. So one thing I'm still uh, not able to do it as I should is I should be in on the chart before 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. But because of some things and sometimes uh, yeah, because of some things which I do just at 1 hour before the 9 a.m. It it made me sometime late to be present in the moment, but I have to do something about it because I must be present at 9 a.m. to look at the charts clearly on higher time frame before like 30 minutes before the opening, so I can clearly make a decision what market I'm going to focus on and what market I'm going to choose between gold and GPUSD at this time. Okay, so yeah, so price went. So what was the reason behind not taking this trade? It's not just that I was looking at gold. One of the reason was on 5 minute it was not looking clear. There was no break in my structure and was so uh, I don't know, not confusing but double-minded. So I needed more confirmation, and which this was the this was enough for a confirmation. And as you can see, the first opportunity for this trade was this. Okay, a clear trade went lower, expected upper quarter break in market section plus 5 minute first incentive fair value gap, a proportional block entry. Okay, but I entered here. Why? Because of the confirmation I needed. And I'm confirming again that I did not take this trade. On this entry, I wasn't looking at the chart, and I took two losses on gold, and that kind of disturbed me. And I kind of disturbed me, or kind of yeah, it hit me. That word would be good to place. Let's get into the. I think we concluded what happened. We went through it was a beautiful price action. Went to that low quarter plus upper quarter of the monthly. And I don't know what happened. It was the last day, and I'm not interested in the late Friday price action. At least on a day on when there's no news. So let's talk about the gold, which I really don't want to talk about, but have to. I must. Uh, I have to talk about. I have to observe my mistakes, which I've been escaping from for a long time. So weekly chart. I don't care how long this video would be, and I remember I haven't uploaded the last video as well. I don't know. Yesterday was I a bit lazy, or I don't know. I gave myself a bit break. I watched a movie yesterday. It was a good idea, but the things which must be done, they must be done. I last yesterday I didn't. Uh, so that so when you do mistake, I one thing I see that when you do a mistake, if you realize that it's a mistake, it's a bit hard to talk about. It's hard to accept it, that I did that by my choice. I don't know, was I able to explain it right? Does it make sense? I will say it again. That the mistake I did by my choice, by my own choice. I feel like at least I don't want to talk about. That's why I'm going to talk about. I don't know how. And this thing, when you are aware of it, inshallah ta'ala, when you are ashamed of that, inshallah ta'ala, then you will able to fix that particular mistake. So, yeah. So while telling that I didn't backtest yesterday, I didn't edit the video yesterday, I didn't upload the video yesterday, I don't feel good at all. I've been doing it consistently all the week. Why didn't I did on the last day? And I'm going to do it inshallah ta'ala today. The time is not over. The week is not ended and I'm going to cover the yesterday mistake today, yesterday work today, and there will be all fine this week. That will be a good close up of this week. And yeah, that one day I have, and I'm going to do that. So on weekly chart, this monthly chart, as you know, this white shows a monthly, week or quarter I highlighted, week or gap I highlighted. Obviously, these are the quarter of that. So we went in the upper quarter of it. So yeah, this was the Friday candle. We were expanding to a downside. There was this low I was looking for, and this low I should highlight it as well. So let's I highlight this week as well. For higher time frame, we were bullish. We were expanding to the downside. The thing was I shouldn't be looking for long setup at till there's a plus set. Okay, and when we took the regularity plus respected this upper quarter, low quarter, and plus this upper quarter, this is the main thing. Okay, so on 1 hour chart, there was some dirty highs to the upside. Okay, the price action was not good. That this word will explain it. All this was these was my trade, and I was looking at two markets. That was one of the main mistake I did. So this was the first presenting fair value for 5 minutes, and this was the second presenting fair value. Why did I highlight it? It is with the break in market structure. Okay, does it make sense? Okay, so we went higher. First, I wasn't looking at there was nothing I was interested in. These were the highs I was looking at that it can be taken down, and they were. And this was the 5 minute first presenting fair value. There was no setup for me to take a long. I'll be very honest. So what happened? We went higher, took the highs. This started consolidating there. There was no clean break in market structure. That was one of my signs that I should have been taking a trade and should wait for these highs to be taken down and then wait for a break in market. I broke that route. I became impatient, and I think one of the reason behind this was my battery was low and I had to make a decision, and uh, I, I was I was being confident this trade. So I know I was in loss at that time. So there are some very silly mistake, and but yeah, I will try to not do it that again, inshallah, and have to not beat myself. It's okay. Uh, this is not like a big blunder. Okay, the market was not good, and yes, I did some mistake, and I've been doing very well this week. I was out of the trades. I was not forcing trade, and yeah, I did force the trade on the last day, and inshallah ta'ala, the way I kind of conquered that before past impatient self of mine, or the will to force the trade, inshallah I will conquer this as well, because I'll be better in this. So one mistake cannot ruin my all the past things I was doing right. Okay, but okay, you have to take it as a lesson. So first trade, I took a stop. Uh, a short. I took it on 1 minute. There was no 5 minute confirmation. It respected it. I took it on this. There was this breaking market structure, and this was this proportional block, and I entered, and it respected. This is one thing I'm not able to catch up. I know that this is an important area. If we did respect it to the downside that we did here, we going lower. And if I'm not able to catch that it's respecting or it's respecting to the upside, if I'm wrong, it's going to the upside. It's showing it, but I have to I have to watch it. I have to before I have to find the confirmation, which still I'm not able to. One thing is which make it more high probable is when there is a break in market, there is a breaker, when this kind of a breaker, okay, which took the recent consolidation. This was clearly a dirtiest break in market structure. You can see no past, no breaker, no nothing. There was some consolidated, and there was some this, and this was a good sign. And what I did, it respected the upside, and then I was like, it's going to go to take those highs. These one, okay, and we'll go into that upper quarter. Might go to the upper quarter because we respected low quarter, and plus we make a lower low. Did we make a lower low, which we take at this daily low as well, which I highlighted recently. But you can see there's a lower low plus respected the upper quarter plus respected the lower quarter. So that was in my mind. And on this trade, even if I was looking for a long, I should have waited for a proportional work. And this trade was the effect of this trade. The second it went higher, I was like, I was wrong. We're going to the upside, and I'm going to enter on 5 minute proportional block and a breaking market structure, because on higher time frame the one thing was more which made me buy was this 15-minute gap. Okay, and there you can see there are smooth highs to upside which were not taken. You can see this high didn't take this high didn't this low didn't take this low didn't take and yeah, and made a lower low, and yeah, that was the reason behind it, and that's a logical reason, but I should have waited for more. And that what happened, went higher, and then took, took that highs and then went to the downside. And now I'm going to talk about one thing I did wrong too. One more thing, which was taking more trade than I should. I took on one account, I took three trades. My trade limit, sorry, three losses. My loss limit is two. It is final, it is a rule, it is a must rule. I had other accounts, I could trade this on other account, but I did not buy, because the reason was that I was not lost in that particular account, and I didn't want that loss. And why I'm doing these kind of mistake? Why I'm it was a very unprofessional, unprofessional thing which I did. I took three trades on GFT. On one account, that was one of my I did one mistake. I risked lower. That was a good thing. Took one trade here, which was a 200 loss, and no, $158. Let me confirm it. Yeah, as you can see, this was the first loss. This was the second loss. Second loss was this, and third, I risked $100. Okay, you are risking lower, but that's not the thing. Your rule is you're not going to take three losses in a day. Why? Because it's going to destroy all your profit, and it's just a rule. It's a rule that you made by experience, by hurting yourself, by thinking, by observing, and you should be respected at the scene. And I did not. So I don't feel. I feel very worse. Don't feel. I don't know. I feel shit about it, and that's why I'm not going to do that again. I can't take three. I can't take a trade if I have taken two losses. I can't on that particular account. Why did I? Because again, at this point, I was out of my control. I did this. I suffered it from a lot, and I'm not going to suffer it for again. And that's why I I start watching some YouTube videos to make myself. I wasn't feeling well right last night. I didn't eat dinner. At that time, I remember in deep I know what I did, but I was not making it clear or was not even thinking about it. I was just exhausted, and it's just a day. It's a lost day, and was like in not the mood and didn't know what's the reason. And because of that particular mistake, I was thinking about all the bad things which happened, which can be happened, which is going on, what's going in my life and all, and I was not feeling that well. I don't know why I'm. I don't know. It's healthy to talk about it. I don't know why I'm so much talking about it, but yeah, I feel like to talk about it. I'm just doing it. I don't give a fuck. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to be a crybaby right now or what? Things are very um there are many things going on. I think I shouldn't be talking about that, but should I? I think I should. I'm not talking to somebody or trying to any other person. I'm just talking to myself. I should talk about it. It's a documentary which I'm doing, and in future I will look into it. I know where I came from, how I did it, what I was suffering from, but still I did. I'm not going to give up. I teach one person for 4 or 5 months, and he has passed 3 or 4 accounts, and that one thing I'm very happy for him. Very happy for him. Swear to God, I don't feel jealous or something, but at the same time, I feel, what am I doing? Why I feel so stuck? At one point, I feel like I'm just going to conquer it. I know I'm reading price action well, but I want more progress. I'm not seeing the I'm seeing the progress in my mind. I'm doing very well, but on the account, it's not showing how I. So, but I think I should wait. I'm doing this for 2 years, and I know in the deep side I'm just being lazy or just escaping from these mistakes by maybe I'm doing this because I want to escape from my uh, too hard work or to fix these mistakes. I'm just experiencing that because of those reasons I'm not able to focus, but I can, and I'm going to. And yeah, I know I'm doing very well. I am I am way better than before, and I'm not going to do any stupid thing. Which coming to my mind, one thing is coming to my mind is I should trade. I should start account a new account, and I can't do that. I have to make myself understand that I cannot do that. I have two account already. I have to. I will trade only them. If I'm not able to pass or even make them out of drawdown, I'm not ready for a new account. I'm not ready for it. And the reason behind me thinking about of starting a new account is because the progress feels so slow. Even I win a trade, it's the I'm still in drawdown. And have to win more. I don't know. I doesn't make sense what I'm planning, but I, s- I think if I am watching it in future, I could I'll be understanding what I'm trying to say. So this was the day, and you can see three losses to this one great mistake. Focusing what I going to learn from this mistake. Yeah, and inshallah, Thala, these mistake. If I conquer this, I'm going to be unstoppable. One thing which I is that I'm not going to give up. If I don't give up, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I am the one of the best trader right now. I know. I know. I know. I, it's some challenge for me from the God. I have to be patient. I have to wait. I have to follow my plan. I have to not beat myself. I have to be with myself. I'm only right now in this world right now who is sporting like a human being who's sporting in this trading career is only me, and I cannot give up. I cannot make it more worse. I have to be patient. I know I can do it. Follow plan. Follow plan. I'm going to follow plan at least for 1 year. That's one thing I'm going to tell myself. If you follow your plan for 1 year, and then even after that you are not profitable, then okay, start making some bold decisions, or at least for 6 months. You have to be consistent with it. And I don't consider myself following the plan for even a month. I'm not. But this month is very, very well comparing to the previous month. So one mistake, one thing I'm getting from this day or this week kind of is choose one asset. Yeah, I think these are some three things, and one, there's something you have to think about it and then make a decision. I don't want to make it a thing right now, but yeah, make a decision. How can I do better in this? How can I? Yeah. So this was the day. I think that's it. And on DNA account, you can see I took two trades. First, this was 1% loss, and this was 0.5. Okay. And right now, again, we are. It's okay to withdraw on $300. One win can change all it. So I lost. This is not I'm going to do. I lost almost how much I did win. But at here I was risking less. At here I risk more. And yeah, I think that's it for the day. The PNL is was 1100 and now it's 200. It's okay. I can make it 1100 in a day. One trade can change it all. Even if it's a losing day, it can. And especially if you are following day, the losing day will not make a change that much. How much a winning day will. Okay, that's it. I don't know. I don't know how long this video became. I'm just going to edit it. Edit it. I still have to backtest. I haven't recorded a backtest today, and I might will. I might because uh, I don't know. It's not that I'm being lazy. It's because of my data, my internet data. It's uh, it's not unlimited. I have to manage it. So yeah, I will try to. I still have to make a weekly review video. So I have to make it today because at 12 a.m. my internet package will be finished. Okay, that's it for the day. Allah Hafiz.